Hey, what's poppin', Real 16 TV? It's Young Prosper in the building. Today we're going to be reacting to Touré. Now, Touré, I don't know his exact job description, but I feel like he's a journalist and he did a lot of stuff in the hip-hop community because I've always heard his name, and when I seen him on this video, I go, nigga, I know the name, I know the face. I know he's important when it comes to the hip-hop or the media community as far as black people go and stuff like that, or at least if he isn't now, he was, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna react to what he's saying. Is why do all the gambling ads star black men? And the interesting thing about that is I don't think it did at first, but when they seen how quickly people hit to the idea of fast money, because in the beginning it felt like they was letting motherfuckers win for sure. But then after that, it's like, shoot, let them win a couple times. We're going to get that motherfucking money back. Not saying there ain't a nigga out here enjoying it, because there is probably. Nigga just ain't me, though. Nigga just ain't me, though. Screen recording started at 3, 2, 1. Video playing now. Oops.
Have you ever noticed that, like, all of the celebrity faces of the online gambling sites are black men? Jamie Foxx is the face of BetMGM.
BetMGM's got all the sports betting in one place.
JB Smoove is...
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga got that Thurgood Marshall haircut, but yeah, I didn't even know the Jamie
face of
Foxx.
Caesars.
Damn.
Kevin
Oh, he
Hart's
talking about
for
real
DraftKings.
casinos.
It's not NFL.
Yeah, he is on
They
DraftKings.
won't take it.
LeBron right there too, though.
Wait, what?
They want somebody that can run a 40, not somebody that is 40.
But see, the interesting thing is LeBron right there too, but that is true. And then a bunch of people are all on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is like the YouTubers' main one of like promoting his Prize Picks, no cap.
Even Stake has Drake as their main celebrity endorser. If black men are the faces of all the gambling sites, it's not accidental. But why do they all want that? I think it says a lot about what black men symbolize in America and what America sees in black men. I also think it's related to one of the greatest advertising campaigns in the history of advertising, where they had the hottest rappers of the day just going in.
Oh, and they basically what he's saying is like they went for the most popular names and they put them in all the like positions of all these different companies, like as far as advertisement goes, because they'll be like, oh dude, that's boss, so we'll go do it too, you know what I'm saying? It's like the follow the leader mentality. I fuck with Jay-Z. Jay-Z says this is a good brand, I'm gonna go fuck with the brand too. A lot of people do it, I do it, everybody does it, right? But my whole thing about it is mostly it's about getting the bag. And why I choose this black dude over here is because even though everybody gambles, the people that gamble with the hopes that it'll change their life is a lot of people in the black community. I feel like if most white gamblers just either eventually get good at it or don't. Like, they probably got the same mentality, but I feel like the black person's need, as a black person, my need to win a bet or something like that is like, nigga, this could change my life. No cap. Like, I have won some money. I'm like, nigga, I needed this money. My life was changed. But it's also for being impoverished. That's why I'm like, I feel like it happens to white people too. But just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just easier to choose the black person because they're popular. To be honest, I tried to sound a little more sophisticated there, but it's like realistically.
This is Jay-Z's St. Ides commercial.
Realistically, like I could try to be more popular about it, or try to be more interesting about it, but like I could have a Latino person drinking Don Julio, but to be honest, you get some niggas drinking Don Julio act a foolio. You know what I'm saying? Liquor gonna be everywhere. You know, sometimes you gotta match cool with cool. And I hate to say it, we add the seasoning to everything, so this is what it is.
I think St. Ides and the gambling sites are using black men for the same reason. But most of the time in American advertising, when you see black men as endorsers, there's one of two values they're trying to communicate. They're using black men to symbolize one of two things. It doesn't matter if we're talking about fictional black male endorsers like Uncle Ben or real people like Michael Jordan. Most of the time when a black man is the face of the brand, they're trying to communicate cool.
When you see that picture of Uncle Ben, I'm not trying to ruin it, but when you see that picture of Uncle Ben, do you not imagine the rest of it, him being in like slave chains and shit? Maybe that's just me.
Or trustworthiness. Uncle Ben communicates trustworthiness, as in you can trust that this will be good rice because a happy old black man made it.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan for Nike communicates cool, as in if you wear his sneakers, you will be as cool as him.
Okay. So I'm not arguing with that because I agree with you fully. But when we say that, what about the Amish dude on the oats box? Is because he old and white it says that this is a trustworthy thing, or is it just we used to that dude being on the brand? You know what I'm saying? I don't disagree. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I guess being a contrarian, my fault.
Face of Allstate Insurance because he conveyed steadiness, calm strength, consistency. He seemed trustworthy, which is what an insurance company wants you to believe they are.
It's that deep ass
Their
voice.
message to new customers: when you need us, we'll be there. You're in good hands, like a good neighbor. We're
Allstate is here. I ain't gonna lie, he got a comforting voice. It fit the commercial, and it just sounded like a nigga trying to protect you. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that one necessarily is good because he's black, but due to the fact that he's black, he did a good job. I think there might be a difference in that. Due to the fact that he was black, he was able to do a job that nobody else could necessarily do in that role more than we chose him because he's black. Because I'm pretty sure they would have chose anybody that could captivate people with their voice. You know what I'm saying? And it usually is black people. You know, Morgan Freeman, him.
there for you. State Farm
Samuel
also
Jackson.
has a black man
He was on
as
that
their
commercial
face
with
after
the card.
Ken Miles, whose winning way suggests the dependable friend who will never let you down. That's what insurance companies want you
Can't
to
argue
think
with
they
that.
are. They will be there for you, no matter what. In reality, insurance companies will not be there if they can find any loophole to prevent them from fulfilling the claim.
It's true.
But that's another conversation.
Exactly. I'm with that nigga right there on that one. That's true because that's a whole nother business. But I do agree with this. I'm gonna say this. I feel like using mostly black people was a smart move because they're usually the cool factor. Like back in the day, it was old boy that used to hit the jukebox and shit and turn that bitch on. And I'm not saying there isn't cool white people because there are cool white people. I just can't think of them right now, so don't judge me for that part. But there's a lot of people that are known for being cool that just happen to be black. So if I was trying to promote my company, say I do holes in wall, I do sheetrock and shit like that, I can use me and hopefully people enjoy me. But if I don't know, Cat Williams, he's the first like famous person that come to my head. If I know Cat Williams, I go, hey, Cat Williams, tell people they should fuck with my sheetrock. Of course I'm gonna tell Cat Williams to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, also what he's getting at is the openly targeting of people for that. But I'm like, to an extent, there could be racism involved in that pick. There probably 100% is racism involved in that pick, but that doesn't make it no less a smart pick business-wise. Now, do I feel like it's hidden more in the black community right now? Yeah, because there's always been white gamblers. There's always been black gamblers, but it feels like since they got the apps and stuff and it became so like accessible, there's a lot of black podcasters speaking on this. Even though the white podcasters were speaking on it before, like the Full Send guys been talking about stakes and all that stuff. All these other people been talking about gambling, but it is right now at this point in time, it has hit our community pretty hard. Like not in a bad way neither. It probably hit some of these niggas positively. I'm just saying, it's definitely in our community right now,
so they
for
get
sure.
a black man to be the face of their company. Back in the 1970s, when O.J. Simpson was just a former NFL running back with a winning smile and 0 murders, he started a series of ads
That shit
where he
wild.
was running through airports to promote Hertz. Everyone knows how
I ain't gonna lie, using this nigga Juice is hilarious. And I'm only calling him Juice because that nigga Dave Chappelle said Juice. The only time I can think of this nigga is the Broncos, not the team, but the Ford Broncos in the Family Guy episode where they thought that nigga was cool, and right at the end of the episode, that nigga went savage. Using O.J. Simpson is crazy. I get what he's getting at though.
But here's OJ making airport time look cool. And if you use Hertz, you could have that same feeling.
Yeah.
After Billy D. Williams played...
What about my nigga in the 7 Orlando, is it Orlando Anderson? My nigga in the 7-Up commercials and shit. He said, have a 7-Up, and he threw the cannon and knocked the dog out and shit. You know what I'm saying? His name Orlando Anderson, I think. That nigga
Endo
fired.
Calrissian in
His name
Star
Orlando
Wars.
for sure.
He lent his considerable cool to Colt 45.
The motherfucking coach from Drumline. The coach from Drumline.
He was a pitch man for them, and he was very cool, very suave, very handsome, and known for his sex appeal.
Billy D. Williams on body language.
You know, body language tells you a
I
lot
ain't
about
gonna
what a
lie.
person's
Not to pause it again, but that nigga's what's his name too? Lando Calrissian. I know that's not important, but Billy D. Williams, I'm a Star Wars fan. That nigga Lando Calrissian.
For instance,
That nigga Donald Glover, Lando Calrissian too though.
that means she also wants a little fun in her life, but only with the right man. And now she's pouring.
Not to pause it again, but you know, copyright's a motherfucker, so we pausing it like a motherfucker. But I'm gonna be 100. The only thing I know Billy D. Williams from personally, me growing up watching it, is Undercover Brother. Like that's the main thing I know that nigga from is Undercover Brother. He was trying to trick back black people into eating the chicken that brainwashed them and shit. That's all I know Billy D. Williams for. I'm not even trying to be funny.
45. And we all know what that means. Mind if I join you?
You must have read my mind.
Something like that.
The power of Colt 45. It works
That shit
every
nasty
time.
too.
Every time, Billy D?
That shit nasty.
Sounds like Bill Cosby's kind of drink.
I remember one time we went and bought something to be ironic. You know what I'm saying? We always see these niggas with these 40s in their hand on these videos. We bought something to be ironic. Nigga took 2 sips out the top. Nigga, we throwing that bitch in the dumpster. Nigga, this a waste of goddamn money. But I guess at the time, you know what I'm saying, it was probably a good value. I don't know what the price is, but them bitches is big. So like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, it probably was a bargain buy. Keep it a buck. This nigga got the Invisible Man up there. You read the book, The Invisible Man. It's not really about an invisible man. I got some books back here. You do.
The 80s, if you can believe it.
This book,
Cosby
The Pelican, looks silly, but I want to read it for
trustworthiness.
some reason.
He would do ads where he was surrounded by children talking about Jell-O, and the vibe was, if Bill Cosby trusts this product,
I
then
ain't
you
gonna
can
lie.
trust it to give it to your
Well, what we know about Bill Cosby, I fuck with Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? The Cosby family really showed like a good black structural family and shit like that. But what we know about Bill Cosby today, if this was a commercial with a girl, this shit would have me rolling. But since it's with kids, it's like, nigga, that's not that nigga MO.
kids. People actually...
I ain't like some of these niggas out here. I ain't gonna put shit on you you don't deserve on you, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You did do some wild shit though.
thought, well, if Bill Cosby stands behind it, then it must be trustworthy. That was
This a good
long
video, though.
time ago.
It feel like an
It's not that
article.
A white man couldn't convey trustworthiness, and there are definitely advertising contexts where they call upon a white
Yeah.
man to communicate trustworthiness. But there are certain codes that Americans understand. There are certain values that Americans attach to people of color almost at a subconscious level that advertisers can play on.
I don't know.
You could call
I feel like the whole being cool and smooth thing and kind of like, I don't know, player, I guess that's a black thing, but I feel like Latino people got half that shit too. Like they got their own version of that shit too. It's just not really necessarily white people all the time, but there be some cool ass white people. That's why I'm like, it's not that there don't be cool white people. There do. I just can't, once again, cannot think of one on the top of my head. Maybe I'm just being politically correct here, but I cannot think of one of them niggas right now. But there are some cool white people.
But what we're really
It's
talking
making me
about
laugh because
is
I'm sitting here really thinking about it like, damn, I just said that shit. Like, oh, there is some. I said that shit with so much confidence and cannot openly think of one right now. You think about how crazy that is. I said that shit truthfully with like conviction, nigga. There's some cool white people out here. I cannot think of one. So if you can think of one, put it in my comments. I'm finna turn this off. We're gonna give them a few more minutes.
They are built on stereotypes for sure, but they are ideas about people that advertisers can play on to quickly communicate a message. Black women in advertising often communicate she's the adult in the room. She is the no-nonsense truth teller
Ooh, that's
who's
true.
gonna keep it real. And then she tells you how great the product is, and because she is that no-nonsense sister,
She fucking with
believe
you.
her. They
Yeah.
often use an Asian man to communicate
I ain't gonna lie,
intelligence.
but I feel like it's a good stereotype that black women probably are fucking with. You know what I'm saying? It kind of always gives a sense that like they're the intelligent, serious one that's not playing around. You know what I'm saying? even Tiffany Haddish, as goofy as she is, like she still got that like demeanor of, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm being the normal one. Unless she's with other black women, then she's silly. But
and diligence. These are the ways that
not all the
advertisers
time,
send
no, but
messages quickly
some movies.
to the dominant group. If this product is beside that sort of person, this value is communicated. Black, male, cool is at the heart of so much of American culture. I think black female...
We gonna end it right there because you really gotta go watch the full Touré video, you know what I'm saying? I like the way he set up this video. It feels like an article. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's known for writing good articles. That's exactly what this video feels like. It doesn't so much feel like, you know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily YouTubing. He's making YouTube videos. And it's almost documentary style. To be honest, this is the type of shit I be trying to make, but like, you know what I'm saying, my concentration be messed up. But I'm gonna start trying to figure out how to make my videos a little bit more. I wouldn't say like his, but cause you know I've done videos like that before, but I'm gonna be fair and call it Flacco style. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been plenty of people that's made this type of videos, especially people in like the anime YouTube community. They've definitely always been doing these type of videos, but like, just for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna say this Flacco style of video shooting and stuff, I'm gonna try to do a little bit more of that. But go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate y'all watching as always. You know, I get a little bit of joy out of this. Nigga had a weird ass day today. No cap. Super weird. So weird it didn't even make sense, bro. And it's gonna keep getting longer. So you guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all as always. Bye.